Greetings and welcome to the 2023 EDDMapS Summit. My name is Christy Trifone-Millhouse, and I'm the Executive Director here at NAISMA. I'd like to give a special shout out to our co-host for this event, the University of Georgia Center for Invasive Species and Ecosystem Health. Thanks to Chuck Bardron and his team for helping to put together this summit and for making this all possible. A few housekeeping notes before we get started. Go ahead and say hello in the chat and share with us where you're watching from. We always like to see the geographic range of our participants. You'll also see a poll posted in the chat with a few questions. Please take a moment to complete those few short questions. All questions below in the Q&A section if there's any lingering questions after the summit. And please feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to connect with you and connect you to our presenters after the session. As you know, these types of events require an incredible amount of investment of time, talent, and treasure. In addition to our co-host, I'd like to thank our generous sponsors: the Washington Invasive Species Council, Montana Department of Agriculture, Invasive Species Center, Utah Department of Agriculture and Food, Utah Weed Supervisors Association, Colorado Department of Agriculture, Minnesota Invasive Species Advisory Council, and the University of Georgia Center for Invasive Species and Ecosystem Health. Okay, so before we jump into our webinar, I'd like to share with you a bit about NAISMA. The North American Invasive Species Management Association is committed to our mission of empowering the management of invasive species in North America. Over the last few years, our organization has grown by leaps and bounds as we continue to expand programming in ways our founding members never thought possible. Look at all those happy people from our hurricane event in Florida last year. NAISMA works to create bridges across geographic divides and jurisdictions in North America, and we connect land and water resource managers and professionals by developing and supporting international standards, consistent messaging, and promoting tools and training that support their work. It is our job and mission to support all of you. Here are just a few of the program opportunities that NAISMA offers to its members in the larger invasive species community. We are the stewards of international standards, including the NAISMA mapping standards and the Certified Weed-Free Products Program. We also serve as a voice advocating for invasive species management through our annual National Invasive Species Awareness Week. We provide tools for education and outreach through our Play Clean Go program. And finally, support the invasive species management community through our education programming, including monthly webinars, summits like this one you're attending, our Invasives U Asynchronous Learning Library, and our annual conference. Speaking of the annual conference, mark your calendars for this year's event. Plan to join us in Lincoln, Nebraska from October 16th through the 19th. We'd love for you to join NAISMA members, our co-host, the Nebraska Invasive Species Council, and other invasive species managers and professionals in North America to enjoy sessions focused on all aspects of the invasive species management world. Last year, we had over 90 sessions with topics focusing on all taxa in all geographies in North America. Our theme this year is Foundations for Success. So we want to share your success stories about projects and programs that are yielding positive results. We've had some amazing keynotes selected for this event, and our call for abstracts went out this week. So things are rolling. Keep up with all things annual conference on our website and through NAISMA Communications. If you're not getting emails from us, go ahead and go to naisma.org and get updates delivered to your inbox as they become available. So there's a place there that you can sign up to receive communications. Did you know we are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we depend on generous donations, grants, and membership gifts to continue to provide many of these incredible benefits to our over 750 members and now over 11,000 subscribers. That's a lot of folks connected to our work. If you're not a member, please become one today. All right, it's time to get started. I'd like to turn things over to NAISMA's Education and Prevention Manager, Lindsay Cathcart.
Thanks, Christy. So we're just going to do some brief housekeeping, and then we will get going. We've got a big schedule for the day. For everyone watching, please be sure to put any questions or comments you have for the presenters in the Q&A section. If there's time with each presentation, we'll try to cover any of those questions, but if not, we will plan to end the session this afternoon with some questions as well. Presenters, if you see questions in there that you're able to answer, feel free to fill those in as we go. You can also see if somebody's asked a question and you want to ask the same question, you can give it a little thumbs up and that'll move it up the queue and it'll be more likely to get asked. All right, well, now we will get on with the main event